Hi everyone, I'm Ishan Sharma. अगर आप एक कॉलेज स्टूडेंट हो तो one thing that you will be using every single day is going to be your laptop. It is especially important if you are learning to code, if you want to get a software development job. And throughout your 3 to 4 years, it's really important that you find the right laptop that will last you for your whole college journey. ठीक है, but it is really confusing for many people, and especially if you are getting into programming, you don't know what laptop should you be picking, and that's why I want to help you in this video. Now the problem is, ऐसा कोई लैपटॉप बनाया नहीं गया दैट इज स्पेसिफिकली फॉर प्रोग्रामिंग, एंड ऐसा कुछ कैटेगरी एग्जिस्ट नहीं करती, बिकॉज यू डोंट नीड स्पेसिफिक configurations for learning to code on a laptop. Pretty much you can do that on any laptop that you have. But that being said, there are a few things that you should keep in mind when you are getting a laptop for programming purposes. Okay, that's what I want to cover in this video. मैंने बहुत सारे laptops try करे हैं खुद पिछले 6-7 साल में. I got a laptop for 20,000 rupees, I got a laptop for 50,000 rupees, I got a gaming laptop for 55,000 rupees, and right now I'm rocking a MacBook Air M1. So let's take a look at things that you should remember when you're buying yourself a laptop for programming. Number one is going to be your keyboard. Keyboard is the most important aspect for any developer. Whenever you're writing code, you'll be using the keyboard for that. Or when I was having my 20,000 rupee laptop, उसका keyboard बहुत ही cheap feel करता था, and I was just not able to get that depth whenever you press any key. So you have to find a great tactile keyboard. I personally right now use this MacBook Air, and the keys are having a nice travel to it. Not only this MacBook, but if you buy any other gaming laptop, those also have really good keys. So you should consider taking a look at that. But if you don't have a laptop with nice keyboard, you should consider taking a look at mechanical keyboard. This is something that is nice to have. I bought this mechanical keyboard. It's called as the Keychron K2V2 from the Keychron website, and this one was great because it has a really nice feel to it. Just listen to this one. And it works really well. So if you don't have a good keyboard on your laptop, you should take a look at getting a mechanical keyboard if you want to. Now this is about 7,000 rupees, which is a little bit expensive, but you can choose this if you have the budget. It just has an amazing feel to it, and you will love it as a programmer. Next, you have the screen. But before that, if you're enjoying this video, make sure that you hit the like button and subscribe. Screen is also very much important. You have to make sure that you have a big, high quality screen, preferably 15.6 inches, and the quality should be at least full HD. Now my laptop right now is 13 inches. I'm not able to properly code on this. So what I do is I either increase the size of the text whenever I'm coding, or I have got myself a ultra wide monitor that I use, and उस पे connect करके I can properly just view everything. It's about 30 inches. So it works out really well for me, and you can definitely do that. In fact, I think this is the best way to learn to code, because you will be having a big enough screen so that you can view all the content properly. You can have your documentation on one side, you can code on the other side, and you can have the website ready for you. You can experiment with that. So that I think is the best setup if you are learning to code, and that is what you can get if you are interested. So that is the screen. Try to get the best screen quality in your laptop. After that, we have the OS. Now, there is no particular preference, I would say, between Windows or Mac or Linux. However, once you get deep enough in software development, you would yourself go towards Linux or Mac, just because of some features that it has that is better than Windows for developers. But that's what I feel. I have this Mac and it works out really well for me. I like it better than my Windows gaming laptop that I used previously, but that's what I feel. Okay, now if you're preparing for your coding interviews as a budding developer, you have to take a look at Code Studio by Coding Ninjas. As you can see, this is the Code Studio website. You can check it out with the link in the description. It's completely free for you to use. Let's say you want to go to programming fundamentals, you want to strengthen your programming fundamentals. You can go down and you can see what sort of questions are asked and in which company interview was it asked, right? So let's say you want to go for this pair sum question, which was asked in Flipkart interview, Amazon interview, Morgan Stanley, as well as Infosys. You can click on this and you can start coding out the solution for this. On Code Studio, you can also get access to free structured roadmaps for DSA, web development, commutative coding, and many more different fields in programming. They have more than 2,000 company interview questions with solutions available both in C++ and Java. Not only this, you also get more than 600 plus coding interview experiences from top product-based companies like Google, Microsoft, and Amazon. So take a look at the link in the description, and now let's move on to the next part. Next is going to be the storage. Now, storage is fine. You can have whatever storage you want to, at least have 1 terabyte hard drive. That is a must. Preferably you should try to find a laptop which has like a 256 GB SSD or like a 512 GB SSD, or you can also get an external SSD like I have over here. It's called as the SanDisk SSD. It's a 1 terabyte SSD that I got, and it works out really well whenever I'm storing content or stuff like that. 4 years you'll be working in your college, you'll be studying, you'll be learning things, so it's important for you to have proper storage, and SSD is the best thing that you can do. Okay, again, this is for about I think 11-12,000, so it might not work out for everyone, but you should totally consider it if you have the budget. Okay, after that you have the RAM. Now RAM, I feel like it's important to have at least 8 GBs of RAM, because if you are an Android developer, you would be loading up Android Studio all the time. If you are, let's say, like a web developer, you'll be having Chrome loading up all the time, so it might eat up a lot of your active memory. So it's recommended that you at least have 8 GB, preferably 16 GBs of RAM. I myself have this MacBook with 16 GBs of RAM, and it works out really well for me. Next is going to be the processor. Processor doesn't really matter as much. Just don't get the i3 whatever gen it is. Try to get at least i5 gen, or preferably get the AMD Ryzen 5. That is going to be great for you. AMD processors are getting better and better. It is much better than buying an Intel processor. Now, if you are into game development, if you want to build games and stuff, then I think it's important for you to have a good processor. It's important for you to have a nice graphics card as well. So you can take a look at, let's say, i7 or i9, or you can also get yourself a MacBook, and that way you can do game development much better. After that, if you want to get into machine learning, you don't need to worry about what laptop you buy, because most of the models that you will be training as a machine learning engineer is mostly going to be on the cloud. You'll be using something called as Google Colab, or you'll be using something called as Jupyter Notebook. So in all of these cases, you don't need to have great computing power on your laptop itself. मुझे पता है मेरे बहुत सारे दोस्त हैं कॉलेज में that just have like a 40-45,000 rupee laptop, and they have done a lot of machine learning projects just with the help of that, because they were using cloud computing. So that's what you can also explore if you are interested. But that is basically all that you need to think about when you're trying to get yourself a gaming, or I should say a programming laptop. One more thing is to get yourself this laptop stand. It's great. You can buy it from wherever you want to. I got this one from Amazon. Works out great for me. Using a stand, you can look directly at your screen without tilting your head, and that is going to be much better for your health, because again, you will be doing this for the next 4-5 years of your journey in college. So make sure that you get a proper laptop stand that you can use with it as well. Now the links of all of these products are in the description, so you can take a look at that if you are interested, if you want to buy anything that I've talked about in this video. At the end, I just want to say that if you have the budget, definitely go take a look at MacBook Air M1. It's an amazing laptop. Yes, there are newer versions released. You have the M1X and stuff like that, but this one is still working really, really well for me. So you can definitely take a look at this if you are interested. It just loads everything really fast. It's just a great option for you to buy. Or if you want to go for the sub 40 to 50,000 rupee range, then you can take a look at Acer laptops, or you also have Asus laptops and stuff like that. So you can take a look at that if you're interested. I have made a separate video about how can you buy a great laptop. So I have discussed many things over there. So you can take a look at that if you're interested. But yeah, if you're just like a simple web developer, you don't need a lot of high-end specs on your laptop when you're just getting started. You don't need to get the best in class. You just need a laptop and just get started on that. One more thing to just end this video with is going to be the fact that 4 साल के लिए you'll be using a laptop, okay? And you need to make sure that you don't limit yourself because of your laptop. बहुत सारे लोग मुझको यही बोलते हैं कि ठीक है, मैं वीडियो एडिटिंग का सॉफ्टवेयर डाउनलोड नहीं कर पा रहा क्योंकि लैपटॉप इतना अच्छा नहीं है, or I don't have proper RAM, I don't have proper processor to run some applications, and that just limits your potential, right? Try to get a laptop that does not have such problems. Like I have always done that, and it works out really well for me. I had my previous laptop that was also a gaming laptop. It had pretty good specs. It had a graphics card, so I could do whatever I want to. I can game on it. I can also build games on it. So possibilities are endless, and that is what is the best thing that you can do for your college journey. Don't cheap out on this laptop. Try as much as possible. Go over the budget. 10, 15,000, 20,000 rupees over the budget, but get yourself a great laptop that will last you for a very, very long time. Okay, that's all I have for you today. I hope this video was interesting. I hope you got to learn something from this. Also take a look at Coding Ninjas with the link in the description. You can take a look at my Instagram as well as Twitter. Let me know if you have any questions in the comment section as well. Happy to help you out with any way possible. That's it. You can also take a look at my long-term review of MacBook Air M1 with the link in the description. Okay, that's it. I'll see you in the next video.